Good morning, children. In the last class, we learned about the sound travels in solids. In that case, we learned that many activities related to that sound travels in the solids, children. Today, we'll be learning about the sound travels in liquids, and we see the activities related to that sound travels in liquids. Therefore, here the activity is the propagation of sound through liquids. Propagation of sound through liquids. For this, we require a bucket, 2 stones. Take 2 stones, strike the 2 stones in the air, and you observe to the sound that is produced. In the same way, keep the 2 stones in water by your hands and strike the 2 stones in the water. Strike the 2 stones in the water and ask your friend to hear the sound by keeping his ear to the bucket. Okay. Can you see any difference in between of the 2 cases, children? That is sound produced in the air and sound produced in water. Yes. We observe that sound produced in air is maximum when compared to that of the sound produced in the liquid. Therefore, by this what we can say? We can say that sound travels less when compared to solids. Sound travels less in liquids when compared to solids. In the same way, try to produce the sound in the air. See, children, there is a railway track. If you strike the railway track apart from 1 kilometer, you strike the railway track and try to ask your friend to hear the sound by keeping his ear to the track. Okay, apart of 1 kilometer, the same sound. Okay, and in the same way, you call your friend of 1 kilometer. In which case it is very easy to hear the sound, children? In the first case. Why? Because sound travels maximum in the solids, whereas the sound travels minimum in gases. Sound travels maximum in solids, then afterwards liquids, then afterwards gases, children. Okay. Therefore, from this activity we learn that sound travels maximum in the solids and minimum in the liquids. Okay. Now, okay, I ask a question that if there is no medium, that means if there is no air, if there is no solid substance, if there is no liquid substance, can the sound travel from one place to another place? Can the sound travel from one place to the another place? Okay, children. Okay. For this, we can do an activity. Take a glass or a plastic tumbler. Now, children, I am taking of a plastic tumbler. See here, children. I am taking of a plastic tumbler. And here, children, I am taking of a mobile phone. I am taking of a Jio mobile. Okay. And here, okay. Now I am keeping the mobile in the tumbler, children. Okay, children. You can see the mobile in the tumbler. Now, I want to produce this sound. See here, children. Here the mobile phone is ringing. Here you can hear the sound, children. Is it not? Okay, right. Okay, children. Now, again I want to ring the mobile phone, children. Okay. Again I want to ring the mobile phone, children. Now I am closing the Tupperware with the lid, children. What happened, children? What happened to the sound? Is it producing of more sound? When I open this one, it is giving off big sound. But when I am closing of the lid, here it is giving off very less sound, children. Okay, children. Now the same thing. Can you hear, children? Yes. Therefore, when it is in the air, it is producing of more sound without lid, and when I am closing of the lid, it is making of more sound, children. Okay. Now once again I want to listen this sound, children. Children, once again I want to listen this sound. Okay. Now see here, children. Okay, I want again I am ringing the mobile phone. Now what I am doing, I am sucking the air inside here, children. See here, children. See here, children, when I am sucking this sound, sucking this Tupperware, that means when I am sucking the air inside the Tupperware, the sound produced is gradually it is decreasing. Okay, children, and finally it stops, children. Finally it stops. Okay, if I suck the air completely from this Tupperware, what happens? The sound whatever that is produced is gradually completely it decreases, and here no sound can be heard. Okay, children. Therefore here by this what we can say, children, we can say that in order to propagate the sound from one place to another place, there should be some medium. Medium means it can be of air, it can be of water, that means liquid, or it can be a solid. Whatever it is, children. Okay, either a solid or a liquid or a gas. Anything, any of the medium should be there. Okay, children. Sound requires medium. Sound requires medium. Sound requires medium. In the absence of the medium, sound cannot travel. In the absence of the medium, if there is no medium, sound cannot travel from one place to the another place. To propagate the sound from one place to another place, there should be of any medium. Compulsory, there should be any medium, children. Okay? Right. And here, how do we hear this sound, children? How do we hear this sound? We hear this sound by our ears. Okay? We hear this sound by our ears. If there are no ears, or some problem is there, some person, he is a problem in his ear, can he hear the sound properly? No, he cannot hear the sound properly. Why he cannot hear the sound properly? Why? Because there is some damage in the ears. A pus coming from his ear. Some problem is there in his ear. Can he hear the sound properly? No, he can't hear the sound properly. Okay, children. Therefore here, compulsory, in order to hear this sound, one should have the proper ears. One should have the proper ears, children. And here, see here, children. Here we are having the structure of the ear, children. Here we are having the structure of the ear. You can see the figure over here. The structure of the ear. Okay. Structure of the ear. Here the outer ear. This ear is called as the outer ear, children. Pinne. And here from this we are having of a way to go inside. That is, it is called as auditory canals. Auditory canals, children. And here inside we are having of a middle bone. Inside we are having of a middle bone. And last we will be having of cochlea, eardrum we say. Okay, cochlea, children, cochlea. And here we will be having of eardrum. Okay, children. Here you should observe the figure clearly. And the parts of the ear, children. Outer ear, pinne, middle bone, auditory canal, eardrum and cochlea. Figure 16, children. We can go through from the textbook, children. You can go through from the textbook of this figure, children. Okay? Right. See here, children. And here the activity, whatever that we have seen here. sound does not travel through vacuum. Vacuum means if no air is present inside, if no air is present, okay, whenever when you are sucking the air from the glass or any container, the sound cannot be heard. Why the sound cannot be heard? Why? Because sound doesn't travel through vacuum. In order to propagate this sound from one place to another place, compulsory we should need the what? Any medium. And here, how do we hear this sound? We hear this sound produced in our surroundings with the help of our ears. The structure of the ears play an important role in hearing this sound. Let us keep peep into our ear and try to understand we hear this sound. Okay, children. And children, we have seen the figure of the ear, children, and we will be learning in detail about the structure of the ear in the next class, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.